The conversation between Kevin Costner and Christine Baumgartner, or at least between their attorneys, I imagine went something like this. So you want to play games, huh? You want to play games? You want to play games with words and, what does understand mean?
It's gonna cost you.
Yep. And it ended up costing Christine Baumgartner a decent amount of money. I mean, we've been talking about such huge numbers in this divorce where he's paying $63,000 a month in child support. She wanted $250,000.
So Costner now cost her, get it?
Yeah.
A little more than $14,000 because of shenanigans.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not the number that necessarily is eye-popping. It's $14,237.50 that Christine has to fork over to Kevin's lawyers. But the reason she has to fork it over is because of the shenanigans in terms of how she was answering discovery questions about that prenup when she was asked, did you understand the terms of the prenup when you signed it?
So Derek, let me just stop you for a second, because before you get into what happened, the reason that question is important is that when Kevin had her sign the prenup, to make it valid, what you have to do is make sure she has her own lawyer and that she understands what she is signing.
Right.
Those are
true
elements.
Of all prenups.
Those are true of all prenups, and they're elements of making them valid. So the question, did you understand what you were signing, is highly relevant because it's an element of making a prenup valid.
So
continue.
Enter the shenanigans.
That's exactly right. So when asked this question, did you understand the terms of the prenup you were signing, her lawyers objected and said, well, what does understand mean? What does this really mean in this context? And Kevin responded.
Vague.
And it went back and forth and back and forth. And then Kevin's lawyer, Laura Wasser, ended up going to the judge and saying, dude. She didn't say dude. But
I would hope she didn't say.
She said in legal
Your Honor,
form, dude.
Yeah.
But it's like, what is going on here? I mean, we're doing this dance around a word that everybody knows what it means.
Right. It's obvious what they're doing. Right?
And the judge saw it that way as well and said, look, this is just shenanigans. These are delay tactics. These are fair questions that you need to answer. And because you didn't do so, I'm going to order you to pay Kevin's lawyers the fees in fighting this stupid battle, $14,000. It's a big indication that this judge is saying, hey, cut the crap and let's get down to brass tacks, and maybe an indication that the prenup's going to stand up.
Stick to the prenup and let's get this over and done with.
Well, the judge kind of played his hand already that he thinks the prenup is valid by saying that she had to be out of the house by the date that the prenup said. So now the question, look, Christine has lost big in terms of child support. Like you said, Derek, she wanted $248,000 a month. She's getting $63,000 a month, which is exactly what Kevin said was fair. So he won that battle. Now the question, will she challenge the prenup? There are high stakes here, because if she challenges the prenup and she loses, she will have to return the $1.5 million he advanced her and pay all of her attorney's fees in the challenge of the prenup, which could amount to a lot of money.
That's at least the 1.5, right?
No, the 1.5 will automatically go back. In addition to the 1.5, she has to pay his attorney's fees.
Yeah, this is Party live and direct from planet Earth. Hov taught us nobody wins when the family feuds. With that said, the wife's got to stop playing games. $63K is enough. You understood. Stop playing semantics. We've already had Yellowstone taken away from us, and now you want to play games in court. Go ahead and take the $63K, pack it up, and get on up out of here, man. Stop playing games.
Listen, you can blame.
You can't blame Yellowstone on Christine.
You can't blame her for that. But it is true. It is being taken away from us. We're all losing in that sense.
Well, Matt McConaughey is going to take it over.
I like Matt McConaughey, but
I know Kevin Costner.